Part 4, The Public Declaration. To protect Zara, Damien holds a press conference announcing their relationship and her alien origins before the rival can expose them. His board threatens to remove him unless he ends it. Zara prepares to leave to save his career. Part 5, The Forever Choice. Damien steps down from his company to be with Zara. She chooses permanent exile from her planet. They marry, their daughter is born, the first human-alien hybrid. They build a new life together, proving love transcends all boundaries. Part 1, The Mistaken Message. Zara Loomis pressed send on the voice message and slipped her phone into her purse, already imagining Maya's teasing response about her mysterious boss situation. 20 minutes later, settled into her apartment, her phone chimed. But instead of Maya's usual laughing emojis, Zara saw something that made her blood freeze. The message had been delivered to Damien Cross, her billionaire boss, not to Maya. Zara stared at the screen, horror washing over her. In her distracted state walking through the lobby, she'd selected the wrong contact. The voice message, all 32 seconds of her calling Damien Cross arrogant but stupidly, ridiculously gorgeous, had gone straight to the CEO himself. The checkmarks mocked her, delivered. Listen to. No, 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 she whispered, sinking onto her sofa. Her career at Cross Innovations, her carefully constructed reputation, destroyed by one accidentally honest moment. Beneath the skin tone modifier on her wrist, her natural violet skin flickered with panic. Zara was Celestian, sent to Earth to study human corporate communication. Her people had evolved beyond emotions, yet here she was, having developed feelings for her research subject and confessing them directly to him. Sleep proved impossible. By 4 a.m., she'd rehearsed 20 different resignation speeches. She arrived at Cross Innovations at 7:15, hoping to slip in unnoticed. The 19th floor was nearly empty. As Zara pulled out her chair, something caught her eye. A small blue sticky note sat on her keyboard. Bold handwriting in expensive black ink. I prefer strategically intense over arrogant, but thank you for the unexpectedly honest performance review. We should discuss your observations further. My office, 4 p.m. DC. Zara's heart hammered. There was no anger in the tone, if anything, there was amusement. You're here early. The deep voice made Zara spin around. Damien Cross stood 8 feet away in a charcoal suit, dark hair slightly tousled, penetrating gray eyes studying her with an intensity that made her simultaneously exposed and exhilarated. Mr. Cross, she managed. I wanted to get an early start. He stepped closer. I see you found my note. About that message, I need to apologize. It wasn't meant for you, and I completely understand if you need to take disciplinary action. Breathe, Zara. The sound of her first name stopped her mid-ramble. In 4 months, he'd never addressed her directly by name. I'm not firing you, he continued, something like a smile playing at his lips. Though I am curious. Zara waited, not trusting her voice. You've been observing me for 4 months. But that message suggests you've been paying attention to more than just my management style. Heat flooded her cheeks. That was completely inappropriate. Which part? Damien asked with unexpected directness. The part about me being arrogant, or the part about finding me attractive? The bluntness left her speechless. Both, she whispered finally. He leaned against her desk. You know, the most valuable feedback comes from people who think no one else is listening. Your assessment was refreshingly honest. I don't understand. Most people tell me what they think I want to hear, Damien said, his eyes holding hers. You told your friend what you actually think. The question is, were you being honest about both parts? I try to be honest, yes, she said carefully. Good. He straightened. Then we should have that discussion. My office. 4 o'clock. He was already walking away when he paused. For what it's worth, strategically intense might be accurate. But hearing that you find me attractive was unexpectedly nice. Zara watched him disappear, her mind reeling. The sticky note felt heavy in her hand, like evidence of something fundamental shifting between them. Something that both scared and thrilled her in ways her Celestian training had never prepared her for. 2 weeks passed in a haze of secret moments. At work, they maintained professionalism, but their eyes spoke volumes. Then Marcus Webb, VP of Operations, walked into Damien's office without knocking. "We need to talk. Privately." After Zara left, Marcus dropped a folder on the desk. "I know about your relationship with Miss Loomis. And I know she's not human." Damien's face went cold. "How?" "Building security scans. Her biometrics came back, unusual." Marcus smiled coldly. "Your secret is out, Cross. End the relationship and sell me your shares, or I expose that you're involved with an alien entity." Imagine the headlines. "The stock crash. Get out of my office. You have 48 hours. After Marcus left, Damien called Zara immediately. "He knows. About us. About you." That evening, as they sat in his penthouse, Zara's communicator buzzed with an urgent message: "Recall notice. Emotional contamination detected. Return immediately for memory erasure." "My people know," she whispered. "They'll erase my memories of you. I won't let them take you." "There's something else." Zara touched her stomach. "I think I'm pregnant." Damien's eyes widened with wonder and fear. Is that possible?" "It shouldn't be. But I've been feeling different." She looked at him with tears in her eyes. "If I'm right, this child would be the first human Celestian hybrid. My people would never allow it." "Then we don't tell them." He pulled her close. "We figure this out ourselves." But the next morning, Marcus sent an email, 24 hours. Decide. Zara made her decision. She would return to Celestia, accept memory erasure, and save Damien from this nightmare. She was packing when Damien burst in. "Don't. Whatever you're planning, don't. I have to. For you." "No." He took her hands. "We fight. Together. I'm calling a press conference tomorrow. I'm going public with everything before Marcus can." "Damien, that's insane." "Maybe. But I'm not losing you." His eyes burned with determination. "I love you, Zara. And I'm choosing you. Always." At 3:58, Zara stood outside Damien's office, her hand hovering over the door. She'd changed outfits twice that morning, finally settling on a deep sapphire blouse. She knocked softly. "Come in." Damien's office was stunning, floor-to-ceiling windows, massive desk, late afternoon sunlight softening his features. His white dress shirt was rolled to his forearms. "Close the door," he said quietly. The click echoed. Zara remained near the entrance. "You look nervous," Damien observed, rising from his chair. "I am nervous." "Good." He moved around his desk. "That makes two of us." Her eyes widened. "Damien Cross, nervous?" He stopped a few feet away. "Do you know why I asked you here? To discuss my observations?" "Partly." He studied her face. "But mostly because I can't stop thinking about what you said in that message." "Which part?" "All of it. But specifically the part where you called me attractive." His voice dropped. "Because for 4 months, I've been trying to ignore how distracting you are." "Distracting?" "Incredibly." He stepped closer. "The way you tuck your hair behind your ear when concentrating. How you bite your lip in meetings. The fact that you notice everything but look surprised when I catch you watching me. I don't watch you. Don't you? Yesterday, you looked at me 23 times. I counted. You were counting? 4 months. He reached out, fingers ghosting over a small scar on her hand. You have this scar from something sharp when you were young. You drink coffee black at your desk but add sugar when you think no one's watching. Zara stared at him in amazement. You've been watching me too, she whispered. Constantly. And it's been driving me to distraction. His thumb traced her knuckles. Tell me I'm not alone in feeling this connection. Zara felt the moment crystallize. Her answer would change everything. You're not alone, she whispered. His hand cupped her face. I've been thinking about kissing you for weeks. Then there's something you should know first. Zara took a breath and deactivated her skin modifier. The change rippled across her body, skin shifting from human beige to luminous violet. Damien stumbled backward, shock and wonder crossing his face. What? How? I'm not human, Zara said steadily. I'm Celestian. From a planet called Celestia. I came here to study human corporate behavior. You're alien. Actually alien. Yes. And you should probably. Damien moved, closing the distance. His hands cupped her violet face, thumbs tracing her cheekbones. You're purple. Very observant. And you trusted me enough to show me. His voice filled with awe. Zara, I don't care what you are. This, he gestured at her violet skin, is beautiful. You're beautiful. When he kissed her, it felt like coming home. Zara melted into him, 4 months of denied want finding release. His hands moved over her violet skin with reverent wonder. Come home with me, he murmured against her lips. Let me show you exactly how I feel. They made love that night with desperate intensity. Damien worshipped every inch of her true form, telling her she was perfect, extraordinary. Zara experienced pleasure her species had supposedly evolved beyond. Afterward, wrapped in his arms, she pressed against his chest. What happens now? Now we figure this out together, Damien murmured. I don't care about complications. I only care about you. But neither knew that building security had flagged unusual biometric readings. And someone was already planning to use that information against them. The press conference was held at Cross Innovation's headquarters. Reporters filled every space. Damien stood at the podium, Zara beside him with her violet skin exposed. I'm here to make several announcements, Damien began. First, I'm publicly acknowledging my relationship with Zara Loomis, a member of my marketing team and the woman I love. Cameras flashed. Reporters shouted questions. Second, Zara is Celestian, an extraterrestrial researcher who came to Earth peacefully. She is not a threat. She's brilliant, compassionate, and carrying my child. The room erupted. Third, I'm stepping down as CEO of Cross Innovations. My board demands I end this relationship. So I choose differently. I choose love. I choose her. He looked at Zara. And I'm asking her, right now, to marry me. Tears streamed down her violet face. Yes. Yes, you ridiculous human. Marcus tried to sell his story, but Damien's announcement had stolen his leverage. The media was fascinated by the love story. But Zara's people sent a final message: return for reprogramming or accept permanent exile. Zara stood in their apartment, holding the communicator. I choose exile. I choose Earth. I choose you. They married 3 weeks later in a small ceremony. The media attention was intense, but Damien handled it with grace. He founded Bridge Solutions, a company focused on preparing humanity for cosmic contact. 6 months later, their daughter was born, tiny and perfect, with Damien's gray eyes and skin that shimmered between violet and human. They named her Nova. Any regrets? Damien asked one night, holding both his girls. None, Zara whispered. You're worth every world I left behind. And in that moment, wrapped in love that had survived an accidental confession, threats, and the distance between planets, they proved that sometimes the biggest mistakes lead to the most beautiful destinations. Even if those mistakes start with sending a voice message to the wrong person. The end.